Once again, we are back on Temu.com trying to find the coolest and cheapest tech on the internet. Let's jump right in. Ooh, this looks cool. So this is a sound-sensitive ferrofluid magnetic liquid table lamp. So if you guys don't know, ferrofluid works with magnetic fields. This guy is actually influencing it with a magnet. But I guess this contraption will sync up to whatever audio source and will react to whatever's playing. Oh, and it even has RGB? Gotta add this one to cart. Color waxy corn on the cob. Wait, is this real food? It's even got nutrition facts! Bro, you can buy food on here? Well, every time I've needed to eat corn for this channel, I've needed to drive to the Chili's down the street and order a cob of corn. And just the cob of corn. Oh! That looks sus as f. Normally on these types of videos, we like to look for things like drones and RC cars, but I found that the remote control construction vehicles, the scale ones, are actually really fun to use. So let me get another one of those. Oh, here we go, a 1/15 scale remote control toy crane. Oh yeah, it's doing crane things. Yeah. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I should get a dump truck too. Ooh, and this one's only $28. Man, we're gonna have ourselves a fleet. Okay. Sure. Ohio Skibbity Gat Riz. Oh, this generation's so cooked, dude. We're so cooked. Oh, here we go. Some normal tech. So, I've actually wanted one of these for a long time, mainly because I see it on a lot of short form content, especially as ads. But basically, this is a hand-sized air dryer for your car, maybe if you're giving it a wash, and instead of towel drying it and potentially scratching your paint, you can use this to basically blow water off the car. I'll buy it. I mean, it's $117, so not the cheapest thing in the world, but if it gets the job done, yeah, why not? Web shooter, silk shooter, USB rechargeable rope shooter. I can be like Spider-Man. Nah, I'm Spider-Man today. All right, let me check out with my cart, and we'll be back in a few weeks when everything shows up. Before we continue, I'd like to thank Averon for sponsoring today's video. Finding the motivation to work out constantly can be a struggle, and that's where the Averon Rower comes in. It has completely transformed the experience for me with its massive 22-inch rotating touchscreen, as well as gaming elements that keep me coming back day after day. Instead of dreading another boring workout, I'm exploring immersive worlds, competing against friends, and even racing against my previous self with their time machine feature. I'm hitting milestones and unlocking achievements that help keep me motivated and active. The hardware is also just as impressive. This cloud seat is surprisingly comfortable even for longer sessions, and the foot pad adjustments means that anyone can use it. However, what really surprised me was the resistance system. We're talking up to 100 pounds, so I'm getting both cardio and strength training all in one workout. Best of all, the compact design fits perfectly in any room and stows upright without the need of wall mounts. Plus, if rowing isn't your thing, Averon also have a treadmill and bike available as well. If you are curious about Averon and would like to check it out for yourself, scan the QR code on your screen or use the link in the description below and use code DENKI50 to get $50 off. Huge thanks to Averon for sponsoring this portion of the video, and now, back to some Temu shenanigans. Sweet, so all of my stuff has finally showed up from Temu.com. Though, I'm gonna be real, for as big as this box is, it is suspiciously light. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, judging by the shape of the inner packaging, I think this was supposed to be my air blower that I would use to dry off my car when I take it to the car wash. Shame, because that cost us like $120. with nothing to speak for it. You know, it's funny because we make these Temu videos with the slight expectation that we're gonna get scammed at some point with a product that doesn't live up to its expectation. But not only did it not live up to the expectation, but flat out, it's just not here. I guess the only thing I could do at this point is hit up customer service and hope to God they could rectify this situation, whether it be via a refund or just sending me another product altogether. So I thought we were gonna get started with this video, but we'll be right back. Just like some of you out there, I watch a lot of content on my smartphone. Especially during my lunch breaks, I'll plop the phone down and watch a bit of YouTube while I eat. However, this can be quite cumbersome because I don't really have a phone stand, so I find the nearest weighted object, lean my phone on that, and call it a day. With all that said, this might be my solution. It is a mobile screen amplifier, or, in other words, a dock that happens to have a magnifying glass on it to make your phone screen look bigger. Your portable home cinema. Try not to watch in strong light for the best. Whoever wrote this got attacked by the Boogie Monster at the end. Okay, I will give them this. The wood finish on here actually looks kinda nice. Up close, you can tell that it is definitely printed on. It looks very pixelated, but at least on camera, it probably don't look too bad. Oh, whoa, this is trippy, holy crap. Okay, so we have a user guide to set this thing up. It seems pretty straightforward. Farther away from the phone, love yourself a little more. Man, that's pretty deep. Imagine a piece of paper calling you morbidly online. Let me just Rachel Ray this and set it up real quick. Boom! All right, I have our fake TV set up after trying to decipher what this very oversimplified instruction manual was telling me, but it is pretty straightforward. Let's put our antenna up top, which does absolutely nothing other than look cool. Oh my God. So now let's see what my phone screen looks like when I drop my device into this contraption. And I will say right off the bat, this looks like it will accommodate all kinds of phones as well as phone cases. And there we go. Huh. Okay. So I will say that while it certainly doesn't make your audio sound louder, it's kind of akin to, you know, cupping the bottom of your speaker with your hands. It directs the sound toward you a bit more. All right, well, how much did we pay for this guy? $13 for this. Oh, wow. That is actually not terrible. I was expecting like 20 or something like that. I mean, you gotta temper your expectations a bit because the magnifying glass itself isn't the highest quality, but for a super simple contraption that we didn't spend a lot of money on, I'm kinda down. All right, next up, we have a mechanical keyboard. So this one comes from a company called Yunzi. It is the B68, and from the picture here, as you can see, we have a very compact looking 65% layout. Getting it out of the wrapper here, this honestly feels very nice. Ooh, I like that. And while these linears are not all that silent, the popping is definitely a vibe. I do like this beige, but let's get some of our color keycaps on here. As I'm doing this, I can also see that the switches are hot swappable, which is really nice. And even though I could already hear it, I see that the stabs are lubed rather well. As I'm laying down these keycaps with some force, you can see the chassis flex quite a bit, which is funny. Again, not a big deal considering you aren't going to be typing with that much force, but definitely something to note for sure. But of course, what really matters most is what it's like to type on. So let's get this plugged into my computer. All right, so I have the B68 connected to my MacBook over Bluetooth. And before I even get into the typing, let's try out our knob. Oh, I think it's actually set up right now to control our RGB effects. I believe to change this, I have to hold it down for 3 seconds. We have a flashing light to confirm that we have changed modes. And now, yes, we can change volume. That's good to see. Pushing down is to mute. If I hold this down again for 3 seconds, again, flashing lights to confirm, we can change the brightness on our RGB. Honestly, I like this a lot. It's better than fiddling with weird keyboard shortcuts to change your lighting effects. This is really nice. "91 words per minute. I did stumble a little bit, but I like this keyboard a lot. The popping noises, while they're not normally my thing, actually does a good job of giving me that audible confirmation that I've pressed down on a key, which is really neat. The B68 might have a compact layout, but it isn't a small keyboard, at least in the scheme of low-profile options. Yes, I am resting it on top of my MacBook right now, which I imagine some people might want to try out, but it's certainly not recommended, especially considering how high this deck is. This keyboard is definitely more meant to be used on your desk, maybe with a wrist rest for a more comfortable typing experience. And again, for 50 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong, except for maybe buying it on Temu, because you can actually pick this up on Amazon for a similar price, though I will say that regardless of whether you pick one or the other, it is definitely cheaper than buying on the manufacturer's actual website, where this retails for $80. So definitely shop around, but overall, hell yeah. Oh, that was kind of satisfying. Oh, it's our flashlight. Our really, really, really bright looking flashlight. Apparently this has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, but why I really decided to buy this one was because the listing on Temu had a very fun looking video on it. Holy that's a big boy. What? Bro, this thing looks like the base of a lightsaber. Oh my gosh, it's girthy. So here we have our USB-C charge port and a USB-A. So maybe we can actually plug devices into this and use that 6,000 milliamp hour battery to charge something else. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and plug my iPhone into this. And there we go, it's charging. Now, I don't know how quickly it is giving power to the phone, but considering that flashlights like this are usually a really good emergency prepper type thing, having an extra battery that also functions as a light could be pretty useful. Okay, this light appears to be double-sided. So we have a really big lens here with an LED in the middle, presumably for a very big flood. But also on the bottom here, we have what appears to be maybe one gigantic LED. Whoa! Oh, that messed up the focus on the camera. That's how bright that is. Holy Jesus! Woo! Officer, wasn't me! I wasn't going 90 to 25. And the fourth one, oh, it's strobe! Oots, 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 oots. I'm really curious though, because this part on the bottom here really looks like another light. Ah, okay, so the bottom is also an LED, so that's cool. It's a little less powerful, but it's more of like a floodlight than a spot. So far, so good, but let's actually go into a room where it's actually dark. Oh, yup, that is quite bright. Okay, but now it's time to try the thing. Pull the head. Oh, whoa! That is so focused. Oh my gosh. Gonna track around. Boom! 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 Not gonna lie, that's pretty fun. Woo, 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 woo. It's so much light. Look at this. That's a lot. Dang. All right, so after messaging customer service and a week of processing time, we have a replacement product. This is our Violent Turbofan. Pretty funny name, but no diddy, not to be used by minors, only for 18 plus. Whoop. Oh, yep, definitely in here. So we have a user manual, which I don't think we'll need because this product is pretty straightforward. Flip the switch, makes some noise. We have 75% power on the battery. So we have 2 buttons here, a flashlight. Cool, that works. That'll actually come in handy since I like to do my car detailing at night away from the sun. Oh. It's a little more than a gentle breeze. It is a medium breeze. Oh, okay. Oh. Is there more? Oh! We're taking off now! What the f? Grab myself a little paperweight. This is a Canon EOS 5D Mark II, a DSLR pushing about 15 years old, but most importantly, it is not a light object. Nope. Stage 2. Stage 3. Oh, Okay, we're good. Yeah, this thing is insane. But what I really got it for is car detailing. So let me drive over to the car wash and we'll see how this thing really works. All right, I just finished washing the car. Let's go and dry it now. So the turbofan does work reasonably well, but I'm kind of concerned that the battery is going to run out before I can fully dry off the car. And if I'm being honest, while it is powerful, I think that I'm more efficient with an actual drying towel. Oh yeah, way better. All right, so I did as much as I could with the turbofan, and I must say that it is cool. While it might not be the one-all answer to drying your car completely, I think in addition to a proper drying towel, it can help dry off some of the harder to reach places on the exterior of your car, which is pretty cool. And the blow power, if you can say that, is definitely way better than I was expecting, especially when you throw it into its turbo mode, which I found out you can just activate by holding the fan button, which is really cool. I don't think its capabilities are as full as the advertising says, but I still think it'll be a really handy tool to add to my car detailing arsenal. Neat. Next up, I have a set of bookshelf speakers. Now, I only paid $50 for these, which is leaving me a bit skeptical because I don't think they're gonna sound particularly good being at that price point, but we're about to find out. Though, I will say that the box definitely could have arrived in better shape. It's a little cavity here. Well, I don't think I'll need my knife, and just like that, we are in. One thing right off the bat with these bookshelf speakers is that for your $50, you have an active set, meaning that you can plug in any audio source into this and it will output directly to the speakers without the need of an amplifier or receiver. Okay, but in order to test our set of speakers here, I also got myself a really big box. Ta-da! We have a record player. I am so excited to try this out with our $50 set of bookshelf speakers because this guy only cost us around $110, overall putting this at $160 for a full vinyl setup. In terms of listening material, I have a vinyl from one of my favorite VTubers, Hochimachi Suisei. I actually just came from her Budokan Live in Japan and picked this up along the way. And we will play Stellar Stellar. Start. Is there a power button that I'm missing right now? How do I turn you on? Oh, whoa, okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, can confirm these speakers are really, really good. I think what surprised me the most is actually the bass response. While you certainly don't get the low-end stuff, mid-bass is surprisingly punchy on here. And the trebles, while not incredibly forward, are still clear enough, making this a pretty well-rounded package. The record player itself is a bit more straightforward. It has all of the basic features you would expect out of an entry-level setup. The closest name brand product that I could think of, I think, comes from Audio-Technica, which goes for around $150. But this does offer some extra convenience features. For example, while both of them are belt-driven, which is really common in this price point, you do get Bluetooth connectivity. Now, this might be somewhat counterintuitive, especially if you are particular about audio quality, but this does open it up to compatibility with a bunch of different types of speakers, including sound bars. Or maybe you want to listen to your vinyls using something quirky like this speaker, which should be our... Well, the box is not descriptive. This is our ferrofluid Bluetooth speaker. Ooh. Oh, that is so cool. Ah! Ah! Oh, that is so cool, guys. The speaker itself does not sound good whatsoever, though when you take it off the table and it's not bouncing off of the surface, it actually sounds pretty decent. But I think obviously the novelty here is the fact that you can see a physical visualization of your music. Man, Ferrofluid's so cool, and you have no shortage of the speakers on Temu. So I think it's a little overpriced because I believe we paid like $70 for it or something like that. But, oh man, I just love Ferrofluid stuff so much. It's so cool. Next up, we have yet another construction toy in a Temu video. This one is a dump truck. Why did I say that like you guys wouldn't know what it is? Can you say dump truck? Dump truck! Before I dive into the box, it is worth noting that Temu actually sent this product to us as you see it right now. There was no external box or anything like that. It literally showed up at our doorstep via FedEx like this. Temu could have definitely done a better job packaging this, but I guess when you're saving money, it is what it is. Dang, just as I remember, toy packaging has not improved in the past 10 to 20 years. We have screws on the bottom to keep the dump truck in place, which doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Why did you screw in the freaking remote control? Why? Ooh, it's got red lights on the front. Wait, on the front? You don't put red lights on the front. That's where the brake lights go. So, left stick, let's push it forward. Okay, pull both sticks back to go back. Push them to go forward, sick. Alternating directions will let us do 360. That's kind of fire, okay. We have some buttons here on the center of the controller as well as two shoulder ones that we have not tried yet. Let's work on the arrow ones first. This one is up. That's pretty straightforward. As advertised. Hell yeah. Okay, so this is the highest that the bed will go, which isn't enough to dump this one screw. Kind of unfortunate. Not gonna lie, this dump truck doesn't excite me as much as the digger that we unboxed a couple of months ago in our other Temu video. But this isn't our only construction toy in this video because, boys, we have a crane. And this seems way more fun. While the packaging doesn't inspire me with much confidence at all, at least on paper, this seems like it can do way more stuff. Aye. Sick. Whoa, that's proper metal. This is definitely one of those toys where adult assembly is probably required. Oh yeah, this is way more serious. Can I turn off the sounds though? Okay, cool. Now I can hear myself, but it's cool that you at least get some sound out of it to pretend like it's a real machine. Bro! Yo! Yes! Rise! Rise! We got ourselves a makeshift construction site. Let's do this. First the dump truck, then the crane, and now, let's do the dump. And now we can run the loop again. Yeah, buddy. This is so sick. Wait, it's going pretty high. Whoa, holy shit. Sorry, OSHA. We're gonna try something really stupid. Oh, this is gonna be a true test of weight capacity here. Oh, the rear of the crane is lifting up. Oh, it might not have enough power or ballast to keep itself planted. Oh, oh. Who's gonna win out? Who's gonna win out? Oh no! Wait. We're onto something. We're onto something here. Oh, it's a game of... Wah! Oh my god, can you really put a price on fun? Okay, so our dump truck here was $28.65, which isn't crazy expensive, but I didn't really have too much fun with this, so I'm either way. Our crane is $67.70, which I don't know if that's a lot of money for a toy crane, but there is quite a bit of functionality here. And wow, I had a lot of fun with it. Is it worth it? Let me know in the comments.